Handy here, and welcome to my channel. Firstly, the last week has been mental for me. I posted my 10 records that every audiophile and record collector should own last Sunday, and the viewing figures went off the scale. It just went mad, which is great for me. I don't know why. I mean, it just generated a lot of traffic and a lot of comments, which is good. Some mostly positive, the odd troll comment, but you get them on YouTube, don't you? But it's good to see that there's people visiting my channel and hopefully getting something out of it, which is really, really good for me, because it inspires me to do more. So without further ado, I'd like to carry on with this video. Now, I have got next week. I've got a vinyl finds video that I'm going to be posting. I've been buying quite a few over the last week. Excuse me. So this week I thought I'd just do a little video regarding valuable records. I was looking at my Discogs account the other day, and if you're looking at the My Collection section of Discogs, I have my whole collection listed on Discogs, and you can actually filter it by value. So what I've done was I filtered my collection by the median value, from the highest to the lowest, cheapest. So I was able to see what the top 5 records in my collection are as a median value, or the most expensive. And I just thought it'd be a bit of fun, a good bit of fun, to share that with you today. So I have my piece of paper here with my top 5 on it. So I'm going to ignore the minimum value. I've just filtered the collection on the median value. So you will find that some of the max values are slightly out, but I think the median values are a happy middle ground really for value. So we're going to go from the lowest to the highest, and the cheapest record out of my top 5 is not a surprise really. Like, I've got a couple of Beatles, a couple of Pink Floyd, and a box set. So I am including the box set because there's a value to it. I wasn't just going to look at single albums or double albums, so I am including the box set. But number 5 is Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles, the 2014 mono reissue on the Capitol label. Now, these 2014 reissues, these are starting to go for stupid money. I mean, at time of filming, the median value of this is £130, which is about $149. And this is sold for as much as £210 or $241. So I'm assuming that the maximum value is probably for a sealed copy. This is obviously not sealed, but it's well looked after. I mean, I've not played it that much, to be honest. I do like the record, but I've probably only played it a dozen or so times, and that's it, really, since I've had it. So it's in immaculate condition. It's really, really good. So yeah, the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour. So currently at about £130 if you want to buy a copy of this off Discogs, which is mad because when it came out it was 30 quid. Yeah, madness. And talking of madness, we've got the second one, number 4 in my list, which is not a surprise, Pepper. Now, I must say that the 2014 mono remasters, if you want them individually and not in a box set, they're all over £100. There might be some floating around 90. The White Album, is quite high up there, but this is the 2014 mono remaster of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Again, this is in near mint condition. It's been very well looked after. When I put the records on, I try not to even get spindle marks on my records. So, and this is currently, at time of filming, if you want a copy of this, you're going to have to pay around about £159 or $183. The maximum on this is £347 or $399. That's the maximum it's gone for on Discogs. Is it worth it? You're getting into the realms now of original pressing territory now. You can actually pick up an original pressing of this in pretty good nick for around about the same money or less. You know, so it's subjective. I think it's subjective, but it's still a good record. It's the one to have in mono. They wanted it heard in mono, and that's how they mixed it. The mono mix is really good. The stereo mix is good as well. The original stereo mix is good, but it was thrown together. But yeah, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, 2014 mono remaster. Currently sitting around about £159, £160 if you want to buy that. Next one. Alright, so the next one's a good one. So far all of these have been analogue, all analogue pressings. We know that the 2014 mono masters are all analogue, cut from the original analogue master tapes, and this is no exception. This is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, but this is the 30th anniversary edition. It comes with a small wraparound poster around the front. There's the record there, and this current value is around about £160, the median, and this has gone for as much as £222, which is $255. So yeah, $184 or £160 if you want to buy this in near mint condition. I didn't pay anywhere near that, and when I bought this it was sealed, it was brand new. I got it from a shop online through Discogs, and it was surplus stock, surplus shop stock, and he sold it to me for a good price, nowhere near the asking price on Discogs. So I was lucky to get that, and it absolutely kills the current digital remaster. This is the one to own. This is probably as close to the first pressing you're going to get. This was cut from the original 2-track masters, and it's brilliant. Doug Sachs done this, and yeah, and it shows. Dark Side of the Moon, £160 or $184 if you want to buy a copy of this in near mint condition. Expect to pay probably nearer $190 if you want it sealed, I reckon, something like that. But yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. Right, got another Pink Floyd one now, and this is an interesting one. This is really interesting. This is Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, but this is the 1980 all analogue half-speed master Japanese pressing. This is the Japanese master sound, half-speed mastered there, all analogue. This is currently, you want to buy this, you won't get much change from about £250, which is just around about $280, $285. This has gone for as much as £696 or $802. I'm not embarrassed to say I paid 3 figures for this, and I'm not going to tell you how much, but it wasn't anywhere near the median that they've got it up for. I bought this from a guy in Canada, and it's still in the shrink. I mean, I could get this out, but I'm not going to do that. It's got every single insert and sheet that it should come with. It's still in the shrink wrap. The OB is pristine. It's never been out the shrink wrap. This trounces all over, in my opinion, this trounces all over the UK first pressing, and it trounces over the current digital Bernie Grumman mix, which I also have, or mastering, not mix. This is quite expensive now, and you know, if you want the best, you have to pay the money. And I was flush at this particular time, and I pushed the boat out. I paid, like I say, I paid 3 figures for it. It's probably the most I've spent. No, it's not the most I've spent, but you know, it's the most I've spent on a single album. Was it worth it? No, I think so. You know, because I can use this to test any gear I buy, or I can use this. You know, I mean, it's just a great pressing. There's not much else to say about it, but you know, expect to pay quite a bit of money for it. Yeah, the 1980 Japanese half-speed master, all analog cut. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Then we come to the last one, which is the box set. Now, it's a little bit unfair putting a box set in, I know, but it's actually gone up in price, I think. Only slightly though, but you know, I bought it new a year ago, and that is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young Deja Vu, the D2C as they called it, direct to customer box set. This was not available in any shops. You couldn't buy it on Amazon. You couldn't buy it anywhere other than directly through the CSNY website, or you could buy it through Rhino's website at the time as well. I got this directly from the Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young website. It comes, oh god, a lovely slip case. Each one's individually numbered. Each one's numbered, as you can see there. I've got number 572. I think there's 1100 of these, something like that. Comes with a beautiful, beautiful book, a beautiful booklet, which yeah, it's excellent. It's a great booklet, a great record. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 records in here, outtakes, demos, etc. And obviously the actual record itself, every single record is in a Staunton tip-on jacket. They are bulletproof, these records. This currently is on Discogs. The median is £265, which is $305. This is sold on Discogs for as much as £477 or $549. I don't know if it's worth that. I don't think I would pay that amount of money for it, but I suppose there's collectors out there that do want it. When this was shipped out by the CSNY website, it arrived in a shipping box that was branded CSNY and Deja Vu, and I have no longer got that box, the shipping container. Now, a lot of people, when they bought this, they kept the shipping container because it can form part of the set, you know, because it's a really nice shipping container. I didn't think at the time, and I just got rid of it. I suspect this would be worth more if I had the shipping container, but I no longer have it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You can't play a shipping container. So that's it, just a little video there, just to have a little bit of fun and show you some of my expensive records, what they are. Like I say, next week I've got a Vinyl Finds video, and that's going to be quite interesting. I've bought some good stuff, and a CD box set, which is an unusual thing for me to buy. But anyway, no more waffling from me. If you like what you see and you like the content, hit like and subscribe, do all the usual malarkey, and we'll see you next week for another episode of my channel. Goodbye.